Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Netters Network Thursday Thing. I have a very special guest waiting backstage in the green room. But until we bring on that guest, let me introduce my host, my co-host, who's always with me. You know him as the love of my life, that guy at the end of the bar. Troy Pacelli, how you doing tonight, sweetie? And what are you sipping on?
I am doing well, and I'm drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Cool.
Might add some rum to it tomorrow night.
You can do that. Tomorrow is Last Call with Troy Pacelli, where he drinks, gets silly, and talks about everything under the sun. Although tomorrow it'll be a little bit more sobering of a
I think so.
show. No pun intended there. Let's see. Let me scroll all the way up to the top of my chat. Okay. Up. Okay, come on. She wants to be weird. Okay, we had a really early bird in. I really think that you guys are like now
trying to get here earlier and earlier.
Yeah, see who could be the earliest. It used to be who's first. Now it's who's the earliest, so they're definitely first. So first in at 1:07 p.m. today was Mikey Sue's 4 saying, "Yay, Miss Raquel! Please hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe, notify on her 2 channels." And I will be sharing her second channel. I've got her main channel pinned to the top of the chat. So if you haven't already, if you wouldn't mind right-clicking on that, going over and giving her a sub, that would be, I cannot talk tonight, honestly. That would be Osmo. Thank you so very much for that. Let's see. We have FKHC2005, also known as Tim, saying he's already subbed to Raquel. Awesome.
Both channels?
Oh,
including that one that I just dropped for you. Make sure you are also subscribed to her. Is this a newer channel, Raquel?
She's not in yet, honey.
Oh, okay.
It's her gaming channel.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. When I bring her in, you can ask her that.
Okay.
Curtis Selby saying hello to everyone. Lady Myst with your beautiful hearts and flowers saying hello. Thank you, sweetie. She is our most beautiful blue wrench. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies. I just like saying that. Greetings and felicitations. Hip hip hurrah. Tally ho.
And Shamalama Ding Dong.
Yes. JPRPH1. How you doing, sweetie? Big Al presents. How are you doing, sweetie? Have a great stream, my friends. Hope everyone enjoys. I know Big Al comes in, drops the hellos and the thumbs up, and then he has to go off and do his own thing. But I appreciate him at least stopping in and doing that because it's really encouraging. There's that last call guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Because Tim is Osmo. Exactly. He is definitely Osmo. Let's see. Oh, and there's someone, that name seems really familiar. Raquel saying hello to everyone. Connie Clary is saying hi to the chat. It's like I don't want to miss anybody, but I also don't want to do the same person like 5 times either. People saying hello to each other. That's amazing. And Osmo.
Yep.
I know there's other people. I've seen them. Delita Sings giving his salute and saying to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for that, sweetie. And Mikey reiterating, like, share, subscribe, notify to both of Raquel's channels.
All 3. I just dropped her channel for her link for her Rumble channel as well.
There you go.
I think going forward, we should always plan to also subscribe to everybody on Rumble because you never know what the future holds.
Yeah, I do have a Rumble channel. I'm not on there a lot, but yeah, I'd appreciate the likes or follows or wherever they are so that I can help that to grow. Somebody told me it's the one with my old picture with the short hair, the one that looks like, let's say, avatars. That one, my artsy fartsy one, because apparently I've got two accounts. Don't know why, but somebody told me that it's the one where I look like this that's got the most followers, likes, or whatever on there. So that's the one that you want to click on. And I'm going back to my pretty new avatar. I'm going to say hello to Adega Outlaw. How you doing, sweetie?
Adega.
Let's see. Oh, Big Al says he's still here.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I know sometimes, Big Al, you got your own things going on. You're doing your 10 word reviews, which can be weird.
Which he's got a new one up. Make sure you check that out.
Awesome. Let's see. Gorilla's Random Thoughts. How you doing, sweetie? I got to do my my printed hello, sweetie, because I always drop those in my chats. Let's see. Here's my lead. Oh, and I'm finally down to the bottom of the comments. Okay, and sweetie, Raquel did put in her main Rumble and did private chat. And speaking of Raquel, our special guest tonight does a myriad of things. She's into anime, gaming, movies, current events, everything, pop culture. Let me bring on Raquel SSG. How you doing tonight, sweetie? And what are you sipping? Excuse me. What are you sipping on?
I'm not drinking anything. I don't really drink. I'm doing good. Just chilling for tonight, really. And my cat Pumpkin's right next to me, as always.
Awesome.
Kitties. Yeah, I'm just drinking water. I'm boring.
Her name is Pumpkin, and I would say next month will be, well, her kind of month because she is a Halloween kitty.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's like we like the kitties on this show.
Mm-hmm. Kitty.
There's so many other guests we've had on when you see their cat walk in the background, and it's just like kitty. And it's like, so that of course they have to get the cat and show it to everybody in the chat because we like the kitties here. Or other pets. We've had Connie Clear's got birds, and she's shown off her birds before. Tommy the Guinea Pig Collective has showed off pictures of his guinea pigs. So yeah, we get to see the pets here. I love seeing them.
Well, I wasn't really expecting to be on camera tonight, but
that's okay. Oh, you don't have to be on if you don't want to.
I do have a picture of her. Like,
wait, hold on. I gotta make
there you go.
Remain.
There's my little pumpkin.
Solo. There we go.
There's my little pumpkin.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Meow meow.
Love the kitties. Absolutely love the kitties.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, because you are newer to my channel, as far as being a guest, can you give us what we call the elevator pitch? Tell us a little bit about you, a little bit about your channel, things like when did you start your channel? What made you start it? And I'm guessing the name of your channel is your name. So,
right.
So why don't we start there?
All right. It was like the year, I say 2020. I was just looking on like pop culture stuff on YouTube, and I came across this channel that I don't really watch anymore for obvious reasons.
Okay.
I thought it was some kind of like celebrity at first, and like trying to look her up and stuff like that. Again, didn't get anything. Like, what is this? Like, what is live YouTube thing? I didn't know this side of YouTube even existed. And I'm like, what is this? So I went to some channels and just chill in the chat, and one of them asked me to hey, come on the panel. So I did. You know them as Chris Knight, the Real Review 3000, Han Star, more Kitty, Outlaw Bill, who used to go by Jedi Bill, but now Outlaw Bill. Yeah, that's where I there was my start of the beginning to know the YouTube community. I didn't really start my YouTube channel till later. I created my channel like in August of 2020, but I didn't start streaming till November of 2020. I started doing like watch parties and stuff like that. And then when I was feeling more comfortable, I started doing like, hangouts and stuff. I like to do, I'm pretty much a big geek, you can say. I like all sorts of stuff. I like, I love anime, I love art. I like, I'm not really that familiar with comics, but I would love to, like, I guess say dip my toe into that. Um, but yeah, I like, you know, uh, video games as well, as long as they're not too difficult to play. But yeah, I like to dip my toe in a variety of things when I can. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
hmm
So what is your favorite part about being a YouTuber?
Well, my favorite part of being a YouTuber, well, I get to do this for fun, like meeting and interesting new people with similar likes and stuff like that. It's just mainly have fun. It's to me, it's not really about the sub count, the monetization, the super chats. Is not really about that. Yeah, it's a plus, but not really why I'm here for the most part.
That's exactly what we always say. It's like, we're not here for us. We're here for all of you, everyone that's out there.
hmm
And, the only reason that the subs or the monetization is a consideration is because with the monetization and all that, it helps us to improve our channels.
Yeah.
That's the only reason for it. My husband's monetized. I'm not. So when he gets the super chat, super stickers, whatever, it's like those funds go right back into the channel. We were telling you in the green room that we just bought a mixer so that hopefully we can get separate mics. We're still trying to figure out how to use it. With new equipment, there's always trial and error.
hmm
So we're going to be getting, a mic each for both of us. So we're not having to share one because for whatever reason, people get freaked out when they see Troy's icon continually moving and mine is on mute. It's like, we share a mic. Why
It's
is
a little
that a
bit
weird thing?
confusing, but I get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, there are times when we're actually on camera, so we need much better lighting because the lighting we have is kind of crummy. We also want to change up our spaces so they don't look so bleh. Like right now, if I were to go on camera, right behind me is our 1,000+ movie collection, and it's okay to see, and I actually like seeing it. But I need to tidy up my shelves because they've become a hodgepodge. Other things have ended up on the shelves that don't belong there and all that. And so Troy and I are going to take a weekend and just put everything back in alphabetical order, take out the movies we're never, ever, ever going to watch because we inherit a lot from people. And while they're funny in the moment, it's not anything we want to keep in our movies collection. So
no, Al, we don't have Ouija Shark.
Yeah, we did see it though.
We did see it on Tubi. So
yeah, it's like, I'm not on camera right now because I was so exhausted after work. I had to lie down. So I'm in my jammies right now and no makeup. So yeah, I won't go on camera and scare people. Maybe on Halloween. Of course, if anyone has seen any of my makeup videos, they've seen me without makeup.
True.
I just hopefully don't look as scary as I probably do right now. But everything that we're doing for our channels is for everyone that is in our chats, everyone that comes to watch our vids, watch our live broadcasts on the rewatch. So I totally get that. That's our same mindset. I really don't care about the subs or being monetized, but it's a consideration because we want to improve our channels for our audience. So I totally get that.
Yeah.
Mikey says,
I was just
Raquel
looking
is a
at
beautiful
that,
young lady when she shares her stuff on camera.
Thank you. You can sometimes clap a glimpse of me on camera, like on my own channel, when I want to. But I don't like to go on camera that much. It's just how I am, really.
Oh, no worries. Real quick, I want to say hi to H Boomer. Hey, sweetie. And the view with Drew.
Yep.
And he said
Hey, Drew.
today is Paul Walker's birthday.
There you go.
Paul Walker. Are you talking about Paul Walker, the celebrity? I'm just making sure.
I have to presume. I'm not sure who Paul Walker is.
And I was just assuming, wait, are you talking about a YouTuber or a celebrity?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Drew, clarify because I don't know who this person is. So, yeah, if you want to clarify, that'd be amazing. And Tim says, I bet, Netter.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Now, you are into, according to your profile, you're into a bunch of different stuff. So I'm just looking at your about, and you have on here that you like to talk about anime, which I know nothing about, unless you mean Dragon Ball Z, in which case I'm really dating myself, and I have not watched that in years, so I couldn't really tell you much about it. Pop culture, movies, art. So when you say art, what kind of art? Do you mean like
I like to paint, like numbers by painting. I find it really relaxing. Maybe look tedious, but for me, it's really relaxing and enjoyable. I would like to get back into that, like hopefully sometime next month. I haven't done it in like it's been in like a year or two.
do you have any photos of your work that you want to show?
Um, no, I don't have any photos on hand right now. I can post them later on my profile.
Yeah, that'd be amazing, so that our audience here can see your work. I always like to see artists' work, as I get a lot of authors, and I always make sure to buy at least one of their books, so that I'm supporting them. And we have some amazing writers out there. Adega is actually an author, and we have his books. So we've had other writers on here, other authors, and even like ones that do films, like Tom Conkle. We have Trouble Is My Business, and so we do try to support other people. So if you have art that you are selling, let the audience know too, so they can help support you and your art.
Absolutely.
Hey, Rod Thunderheart is here, and Darkwood presents.
Okay, this is my opportunity. It's Rod Thunderheart.
Yes, my husband does that every single time he sees
because it's fun, and he said it was okay.
So you mean Paul Walker, the celebrity's birthday? Oh, okay. I did not know that. Definitely. Happy birthday to Paul Walker, the late Paul Walker. Yeah, like I haven't really watched the recent Fast and Furious movies because I haven't gotten around to it, and plus it's just not really the same without him, really.
Okay.
To be honest.
Where'd my thing go? There we go. Okay. What kind of movies do you like to talk about, and do you do any reviews on them, or do you just like to talk about movies in general, or so like what's your genre for those?
Well, I like adventure, comedy, action, mostly that stuff. I'm not really a fan of horror stuff per se. It's just I just don't find it interesting. Plus, it's too scary in my opinion.
That's why I like the suspense ones.
And like people are like telling me like you should watch Alien, and like no, I'd rather not see some alien pop out of someone's chest. Oh, thank you.
That's fair.
Yeah, like all kinds of movies. I've been doing watch parties on my main channel. Let's see. I recently did a James Bond movie. I think it was You Only Live Twice. A good movie. I've been I plan to do more Bond films, but I'm just taking a break with it for now. Um, I think the next movie I like to do next Thursday is the Speed movie starring Keanu Reeves. I think it takes place in '94, I believe.
And now, are you just going to be talking about it, or are you going to uh, like have a movie rewatch? Do you do that?
When we watch the movie, we just usually talk towards each other, as much as possible, without disrupting the movie. Um, I used to do like TV reviews, but I haven't done it in I think last winter. I think the last one I did was season 2 of the Santa Claus's TV show starring Tim Allen.
Oh, okay.
Um, I don't know if there's going to be a third one or not. I guess we'll have to see. But doing hangouts, and I like to get back into my art streams. Hopefully, sometime next month. I haven't done it in a very long while. And yeah.
Awesome. Oh, that's great. The link to Raquel's main YouTube is pinned to the top of the chat, and Troy's been dropping her other links. If you wouldn't mind clicking on those and giving us up, that would be amazing. And I believe on your main, you should have a bump in your subscribers, because I can only see that it went from 1.3 to, it looks like 1.31.
Let me check. I don't know why YouTube doesn't show the whole thing.
Well, it does that for everyone. It'll do 1.31K is what it's showing for you.
Yeah, it went up. It went up ahead, like 2 subs ahead. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yeah, it's like all of my chat members are really good about subbing and supporting the guests here. If you don't have a sub, it's probably because they're already subbed to you. They've subbed to you before. And I know people will mention, yeah, I've already subbed. So, real, I always mispronounce this. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips raid has come in. Thank you, guys.
Hello.
And as I was saying, the link to Raquel's main YouTube is pinned to the top. Pinned to the top. If you wouldn't mind right-clicking on there and giving a sub over there.
So there's 2 new ones on the YouTube channel for gaming, and I can't keep all the numbers in my head. The gaming channel on Rumble is up to 13, and the main channel is up to 22 on Rumble.
Thank you. I need to work on my Rumble stuff when I have the time.
Yeah,
exactly.
And DJ Ronnie G is also in the house.
Hello,
dude. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, I don't even know where my Rumble's at now. I'm gonna take a quick look. Rumble. What's my Rumble?
my
Rumble.
Geek
I
Flag
want to sign in.
with Neat Nose has a question for me. So lovely to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I have a question. What is your art style? Art style? I don't really particularly have an art style. I was just like to paint. It's like numbers by painting stuff, which is kind of looks tedious, but it's rather enjoyable for me. I definitely need to finish that Nightmare for Christmas painting that I have not finished. I need to get back into that when I have more time.
Awesome. Oh, and by the way, I just figured out that I managed to get rid of the second Rumble channel that I had, so now it's only the one, and it's my Smolder picture, which looks like that. So that is my Rumble picture. So yeah, if you go to Rumble and you follow me, you should see that picture. I currently have 16, so awesome. And according to Rumble, I've made a whole 19 cents. Yoo-hoo!
Always nice.
It's like, did you get up to like $15 or something like that, sweetie?
I don't know. Let me take a look.
Yeah, it's like I really need to put more content over onto Rumble, but it's like I have 16 followers, and yeah, according to my stats and earning.
Oh no, I got a note that I've hit the threshold where I could cash out. I just went over $50 over there.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
neat.
Yep.
Sweet.
And that's with I've got almost no followers. It's yeah,
I have a whole 16 followers.
Yeah.
And apparently my husband just started following my channel.
Yes.
According to
Because I was following the other one. Now I'm following them both.
Well, the other one doesn't exist anymore. I deleted it.
Oh, well.
Because it was a non-channel. I don't even know why I had two. I think I had one follow on there at one point, and it's like, that's not my main. So fun stuff. This is what we all go through. Yeah. So do you have anything coming up, Raquel, that you want to tell us about?
Yeah, like next Thursday, I'm thinking of doing the watch party of Speed with starring Keanu Reeves. I didn't know there's also a sequel to that, so we're pretty much gonna get to that as well.
Nice.
And then later this week, I think on a Saturday, I like to get back into Elder Scrolls Online. Haven't played that in a while on my gaming channel. Yeah, that's all I have planned for now.
Okay, so now when you do your gaming, is it just you, or do you have people that you're gaming with?
Sometimes it's mostly me, but sometimes people do like drop in and play a game and hang out with me.
Oh, Tim said to skip the sequel. It's shite. And then Mikey says,
I have a rule. I have a rule. No matter how bad the sequel is, we have to watch the sequel. I just can't leave it off like that.
I get that.
I think people know that with my collection, I tend to be a completist.
Yeah.
But I have found that I have limits. For example, I was getting everything, Star Wars related. I even have custom fan edits of the Star Wars holiday special. I got the 2 steel books of Mandalorian, but I will not get the sequel trilogy, and same thing with Terminator. I have every movie in the Terminator series except Dark Fate. I will not get Dark Fate. There comes a point where I go, you know what? No, I'm cutting you off. This is no longer that thing you claim that it is, just because you put the name of the franchise on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of Star Wars, oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like all the. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I guess I like the toys that they'll put out. Like, why does Spider-Man need an invisible plane or whatever?
Yeah, right.
Oh, exactly. Why does he need a spider motorcycle? Like,
yeah, that too.
Why?
Oh, the spider buggy. He had a dune buggy. Yes.
I thought it was a motorcycle.
He did have a motorcycle. Well, here's the other one. The Hulk had a motorcycle, a van,
the Hulk?
And a helicopter. The Hulk had a helicopter. Yes.
He literally smashed those to pieces.
I know.
Wow.
Yes, I kid you not. When I was a kid, I was real into the Mego figures. I had Spider-Man in the 6-inch. Well, no, I guess it's like 8-9 inch. World's Greatest Superhero Spider-Man, and I had the 12-inch Spider-Man. And for the 12-inch, I got him the big helicopter. And right next to it was the Hulk. And I'm looking at that going, yeah, no, I want the Spider-Man one. I can't even imagine the Hulk. Yeah, I can't even imagine the Hulk flying a helicopter,
That's funny.
And this was about 6 years before the Hulk falls from a helicopter, and that's how they killed him in the TV series.
Okay, this is weird, totally non sequitur. I looked at in Rumble, the channels I'm following, because I'm following myself.
Right.
And the one with the 17 followers, because my husband had just followed me, shows my old artsy fartsy picture in that. But if I go on the actual Rumble for myself, it's my smolder.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about Rumble I just honestly don't understand.
Although my smolder has 10 followers, so if you're following me on my smolder picture, put the follows onto the artsy fartsy picture.
So Tim says you were a kid, Troy. You learn something new every day. Yes, at one time I was a kid. It was a long time ago. It was like 5 decades ago, but yes, I was a kid.
Okay. Because I've had this up for a while. Mikey says, Raquel, what was your favorite stream since you started your channel in 2020?
My favorite stream when I first started. Oh, let's see here. Let me think. It's been so long.
Or just any of your favorite streams to date?
I think the favorite one I liked the most when I think I was doing, what was the name of it? I can't remember the name of it.
What was the topic?
That's what I was just about to ask.
I know it was a watch party. I know it for sure, but I just can't remember the name of the movie.
Oh, okay.
I think it was the Ghostbusters I liked the most. We did, I think we did all 3 movies at one night. That was pretty much fun. And then and then I've learned after the stream was over, I got copyright because I was showing. I guess I played one of the part of the movie too long, and I got copyright. So some of it's like, so it's somewhat blocked. I'm like, dang it! It was the most fun, but whoopsies. Maybe we'll do it again sometime in the future. Again, I'm up for it. But yeah, that was the most fun I had. How long ago was that? I think it was, well, let's see. It says here 2 years ago.
Wow, that's a while ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Do you feel that in the time that you've been streaming, you've been at it for a while, do you feel there's been an evolution to your streams? Like you're getting better at it, you're refining your techniques and so on and so forth?
Yeah, like I first started out, I didn't know how to work on StreamYards. I didn't know the algorithm of YouTube, pretty much. All sorts of things. I'm getting better at it, little by little. I would like to, when I have more time, I would like to learn how to edit videos and stuff like that.
Sure.
I think that will be pretty fun as long as it's not too complicated. It's something I would be interested in learning how to do, just to improve my channel and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fair. I've been in the same situation as far as editing. I think I've been using Nero and it works, but I'm not happy with it, and I would love to find another cheaper alternative, preferably free, which I've been told is out there. So I might have to start seeking some input on that. And I, if I'm gonna, not have to worry about paying for Nero anymore, maybe I can start looking at throwing some cash into something like Adobe After Image, and there's a whole learning curve with that, and then I could start really doing like really grand openings for videos and stuff like that. Maybe we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm still a podunk rinky dink channel myself, so maybe I've got delusions of grandeur. Who knows? And welcome, Moira Kitty, meow meow.
Hey, Moira, meow meow.
Good to see you. But yeah, I'm sorry I derailed the conversation.
No. DJ has a good question. They still make Nero software? I know there was some kind of software one of my YouTube buddies suggested. I forget the name of it though. It was some kind of software. So I'll look into it later. But I was like looking into.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't watching the chat. Rod Thunderheart said he liked the Death of the Incredible Hulk. I liked all of those movies. I was really, really bummed that they were all intended to be backdoor pilots for other Marvel characters. I kind of wish we would have gotten more of those kinds of things. And I will very likely be working on a custom Thor figure from the Hulk movie. I could probably do the same thing with Daredevil, but that would be a pretty easy one. So that's not like high priority for me. And yeah. Oh, and it's jumping. Hey, Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Good. Okay. I didn't mean to Shanghai your stream there.
Yeah, it's like I said, we're having a nice chat here. Does anyone in the chat have any other questions for our guests? Because y'all think of things that I don't think of to ask. I ask like the basic things like, tell me about your channel, tell me about you, and all that.
Dan Woods Presents lives in San Jose. I presume that's San Jose, California. I don't know of another one. I used to have family that lived there.
I have family. I have family in California. Personally, I think they should move out, but that's just me.
Yeah, my sister-in-law moved out of there. She didn't move far enough. She just moved to the other side of the mountains, and unfortunately, she's still dealing with the fires. It's like, well, maybe you should have thought about where you were moving to.
I mean, Lake Tahoe is pretty nice. I've been there before. Very squatchy area, I should say.
Yeah.
Mikey has a question. Where do you see your channel 5 years from now, hon? Oh, I don't know.
For a job? Where'd you see?
Yeah.
5 years from now, like I have no idea. Lucky
if you can plan for next year, right?
Right. Like I'll keep on doing this as long as I'm having fun with it. That's pretty much it. Geek Flag with Nate knows. Do you plan to play Space Marines 2 on your gaming channel?
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah.
I haven't heard about it. Space Marines. I think there was another question you asked too. Was it something? I think you said, ever played Warhammer or something like that. I heard of the name before, but I know it was based off some kind of like if it's based off a book or something like that. Yeah, I'm not really that familiar with it. I do know supposed to being turned into the movie somewhat, I think, in the near future. I'm not really familiar with it, but it sounds like from what my friends told me, similar to War of Warcraft or something like that. Something I'm interested in looking into. Curtis asks, "What do you least like about YouTubing?" Geez, gaslighting, the manipulation of people, just hateful, just haters, really. When you like, when you get into this YouTube thing, you're gonna meet good people, not so nice people, and you know, it's similar to like high school. Really, you're not part of a clique. You're not really welcomed, which is, I find ridiculous. Really, like we're all adults here. We don't need to act like high schoolers. Um, yeah, I would say just ignore all your haters and stuff like that. You do you, and just surround yourself with people that who enjoy your company. Pretty much, just keep doing your own thing. But yeah, the one thing I don't really like on YouTube is just the haters, the bigotry, the manipulation of, like, hey, I'm your friend, but no, I'm going to use you to where
Mhm.
where I want to go, what I want. And like, I'm not really, I personally frown on that.
I dig that. I think I might have stepped over someone's question. I know Darkwood was going to ask, what is your genre?
My genre, that I like, well, mostly adventure, action, comedy, some romance, some scientific stuff. But I'm not really into horror stuff. That's not an option.
He also says that he would be willing to help you learn how to video edit. He has a lot
Oh,
of
awesome.
video editing software. And Sashi, welcome, my friend, says,
Hello.
what is your position on trolls from Asia? I think
Trolls from
he
Asia.
might be talking about one in particular, and we all love this particular troll from Asia, Sashi. You're good people.
Well, with trolls, like, they're like the
He's
same.
using it much more loosely than I think you intended it.
I see.
And Nate is saying Warhammer 40K is a massive story, books, toys, and Henry Cavill is
Yes.
working with Amazon on the live action series.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, absolutely.
Wasn't he supposed to do what's that one movie? Wasn't he supposed to do Highlander too?
Yeah, that's been in development hell. I don't know if that's still happening or not. But I was just looking. Yeah, Netter, we might want to like sit down and kind of watch through her series of the playthrough of Grand Theft Auto Online.
Oh, neat.
Oh,
I'm on part 41 of that.
We watch a YouTuber called Gray Still Plays. He's hilarious. He doesn't
actually play the game. He plays boards that people have created that are challenges, go through slaloms, go through, stuff like that.
They're hilarious. He's like, yeah, my buddy Alex made up this board and he's giving me these different vehicles to try and get through it. Only one will make it. Let's play this. And then he'll start going through all these challenges, which are super ridiculous.
They're just insane.
It's like, okay, if I was doing this, I would have given up a long time ago, but he keeps just persisting. And then I've been doing this for 40 minutes now. And
he edits it and he goes, okay, I've been at this for 30 minutes. I can't tell you how many times I've done this. This vehicle's not doing it. Let's pick another one.
Yeah, anyway. I love playing GTA 5. Like, when one of my friends suggested to me, and like I was hesitant about it, then I started playing and I really got into it. I still love playing it, but I have to say, like, it's hard to get a group to play with you in that game, unfortunately.
Yeah, but some of the ones I've seen snippets of, there's like someone will be playing, and then you hear some Asian girl go, "You get out of my way! Get out of my way! Go, 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 go!"
I kind of love those gamers. Yeah, it's a lot of these interactive games. What's really best is if you have a group that you play with all the time, and you plan a certain night, I'll meet you
Right.
online this night, this time, that kind of a thing. Because pickup games with other just random strangers it's a crapshoot. It really is. I say as if I played a whole lot of games. The only online game that I play is Star Trek Online, and that's a very different kind of game than most of the ones you guys are probably talking about and whatnot. But yeah, so I'm seeing GTA, I'm seeing Elder Scroll. I think that's
Cool.
no, I think that's really kind of neat.
Yeah, it's like I only know about GTA because Grace still plays.
Right.
But I haven't we played Elder Scroll before, honey? Or am I thinking of a different game?
I don't think we've ever played Elder Scroll.
That's pretty
Okay. I mean,
fun.
yeah, it sounds like ones we've done. Like, is it similar to like Baldur's Gate?
I wouldn't know. I haven't really played Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like it is. It's one of those third person adventure game type things.
One of my favorite things to do in Baldur's Gate was to call up Dritz, and I would call up like 100 of them, and then they'd just decimate my.
Yeah, cheat codes can be fun, but when you have very limited system resources,
Oh yeah, my sister would freeze up all the time.
Yeah.
It can't handle 100.
And Nate says that the Henry Cavill Highlander is set to start filming early next year. It's one of the ones I actually have some hope for, because I really do believe that Henry Cavill chooses his projects wisely.
But he's also he's also a video gamer, which I like too.
Yeah, exactly. He's kind of one of us in the whole geek realm. So I got the distinct impression that he that's why he walked away from The Witcher, because he was like, okay,
because
this isn't The Witcher anymore,
because they weren't staying true to the source material.
And so I have to believe that and look, I may take a lot of online hate for this, but as much as I love the Highlander movie series, TV series, the spin-offs and everything, I love it all. I do feel like it goes all over the place, and it would really benefit from a reboot. And look, the first Highlander film, classic. The second Highlander film is anathema and should not exist. The third one was okay. It gets extra points from me because it kind of ignores the second movie. So I'm thinking, okay, fine. Go back, redo the first movie, redo the third movie, right? Kind of start over again and streamline all of that. Don't completely ignore the Duncan MacLeod character from the TV series. I think that would really hurt a lot of the fans. But it might be worthwhile to kind of reboot, or if they want to keep it simple, do a trilogy and be done with it. Have a good story arc that you think it through. Don't turn them into aliens from the planet Zeist. Let's just not do that.
Yeah.
There could be only one. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, only can be only one. Yep.
Kind of makes me wonder if they can make a film like that these days, where the whole point of it is to engage in combat and cut off the other guy's head.
Well,
can they still do that in movies these days?
Well, I do know, for sure. I forget his name, but the actor for Gandalf and the Lord of the Rings, that they're planning a movie based off The Hunt for Gollum. And
yes,
even I think Sir Ian, I think that's his name, expressed interest, being Gandalf again. And I'm like, hey, I'm like all up for that.
I love deleted scenes saying reboot. It is with a heavy heart that I must unsubscribe at this time. Yeah. This is what I was getting at. What Mr. Londell is saying. The Highlander franchise really needs some serious continuity. I think it should be Connor McLeod throughout history, with final film him facing off against the final combatant. Yeah. Keep in mind that first movie was meant to be a one and done. They floundered when they tried doing a sequel, so
So that so it wasn't supposed to have a sequel. That's
oh yeah,
interesting.
no, it's the time of the gathering. He fights the battle against the Kurgan, he wins, and he is the last one at the end. And so the second movie does three really dumb things. First, they took, it's kind of like people got bent out of shape about midi-chlorians taking all the mystery out of Star Wars. They did kind of the same thing with the second Highlander film. In the Highlander, Sean Connery comes along as the mentor who's explaining to him why he's immortal and what he has to do and so on and so forth. And he's like, well, why, are we immortal? Where does all this come from? And he goes, well, why can a deer run so fast? Why can a bird fly? It's a kind of magic. You don't have to have a reason for it. And then suddenly in the second movie, they're coming up with we're aliens from the planet Zeist who become immortal when they come to Earth, and they've been exiled. It's like, what? This is dumb. This is stupid. This is.
I like Sashi's comment. There can only be one until another comes along.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got to kill him too.
Oh no!
And it says the second one was The Quickening, right?
What was The Quickening? Was the name of one of the movies, right? No, the second one was Highlander. Oh yeah, Highlander 2: The Quickening is what they called it. And then they tried re-editing it into the Zeist edit. I never actually watched it, even though I do have it.
I've seen the first two movies, but I haven't seen the third one though.
Third one's not bad. It's I think it gets a lot of flack. Mario Van Peebles. Okay, so again, they have to explain the whole. Basically, you forget the second movie happened, but they still left with the situation where they have to explain away. But he was the last, right? So what actually ends up happening is it's called Highlander 3: The Sorcerer. And what happens is Mario Van Peebles is a leader of a trio of immortals who wants to go and take out a famous Japanese the guy that taught Ramirez wants to go take his quickening to get all of his sorcery abilities. So what he does is, because he knows he's not going to be powerful enough, he turns and he kills his two buddies and takes their quickening, and then goes and takes the quickening of the immortal, and he uses with his dying breath, the sorcerer pushes him into the future so that he comes out in the present day after Connor has won the prize, and now he's no longer the only one because Mario Van Peebles comes out of the past, and so now there is another that he has to fight. So I thought that was a really cool way for them to do another sequel. And then they decided to do the television series, which I love the series. The whole idea was that a relative of Connor McLeod, Duncan, is also immortal, and he became an immortal sometime after Connor did, and Connor trained him. And you're supposed to believe that the series takes place within the span of the gathering, which was the first movie. And I was able to accept that. They did a great job because this was before Angel and before all those other shows about immortal characters, where you would get all these flashbacks to, period pieces, and get all the costumes and the locations.
Oh, I
That
love
was really-
period pieces.
Yeah,
Even
really good stuff.
even fantasy ones like the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit. I love those kind of movies.
I absolutely agree, and that's why you could have like this really rich, series of expanded universe where you write stories about Connor and Duncan throughout history between, the time that they become immortal to modern day. There's that whole span of time that you could fill up with stories throughout history. It's actually pretty cool.
Like I love regardless of the state of Star Wars now, I still do like the prequels and the original Star Wars. Not so much Disney, but that's my differences lie. And I'm just saddened to hear that James Earl Jones has passed away because he was my childhood. He was like Coming to America. He was Mufasa in The Lion King, and he was also the neighbor, the blind neighbor in that Sandlot movie as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And we'll be talking more about him on Sunday on Geeky Geezers, but the 7-Up guy from the 70s and Mufasa and Field of Dreams. I mean, there's
I haven't seen Field of Dreams. I definitely want to watch that.
That is a wonderful one. You ever seen that meme of the two women talking and the one girl says, "Why do men never cry?" And the other one's like, "Do men even have feelings?" And then you got the guy with the dark eyes, and it's like you just seen Old Yeller or something like that. Well, I could totally see that meme being used with Field of Dreams. If you're a guy, you've seen Field of Dreams, you've known that man cry, right? Comments are going by so fast. See, you get a good guest who's got a lot of friends that come and fill up the chat. It's hard to keep up. Curtis says, yeah, I didn't hate Highlander 3, but I didn't really love it either, except for the Bonnie Portmore scene with the song by Lorena McKinnon. Yes, absolutely. That one. There's another one. That one brings tears to your eyes too. And the end of towards the end of the first movie, right? The whole, well, actually, no, not even the end, like right in the middle when Heather dies, I mean, I struggle not to get teary-eyed just trying to talk about it, And then, at the end of part 3 where he's leaving the flowers on her grave, centuries later, it's just, but I'll tell you something. If you like that and you haven't seen Endgame, go check out Endgame. I'm not going to say anything. No. Endgame. No. Highlander Endgame.
Oh, Highlander Endgame.
Yeah, it serves as an ending to the movie series and the TV series, and that one kind of busts me up at the end too, in the very, very same way.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't bust me up too. It's like my spouse, the person that I loved for so long, is no longer with me, and all I can do is visit her grave for centuries.
But because he's immortal, he keeps her alive that way. That's why he keeps doing it. Yeah, Nate's singing the Queen song. Who wants to live forever? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, totally not on topic, but because it was bugging me, I fixed my Rumble.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
So like my one that is not my main, I just put in there, my main channel is this, follow me there. And on my other one, my actual main, I changed my picture to the one that I'm currently using as my avatar. So, yeah.
Yeah, I like, just to clarify, I do have 2 Rumbles, just like I have on YouTube. My main one and my gaming one.
That's cool. Yeah, it's like I only have 1 Rumble, so I don't know why I ended up with 2 somehow. I must have created one and didn't realize it.
with Rumble because you created a profile. Okay, you created a profile. And okay, then you're supposed to create a channel. Okay, got that. But when you're searching for someone, it brings up not only your channel but your profile as well. And that's where the confusion lies. Like which one's the actual channel and not the profile? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because like the one I don't use is Netters Network, but there's no space between Netters and Network. Kind of like my X handle or Twitter handle. It's Netters Network, no spaces, no apostrophe. Whereas my actual one is Netters with the apostrophe, and then a space, and then Network, just like my channel. So it's like, okay, how did the other one get started? So yeah, if any of y'all are following me on Rumble under the one that's got my smolder picture, switch it over to my avatar that I've got right now. That's got 17 followers, and yeah, that's the one I'm actually using. So cool. Yeah, it's like I had to fix it. It was making me crazy. Okay, so I want to remind
the one you're using right now. You mean?
Yeah, this avatar that I have right now.
Ah,
That's the one that's on my Rumble is on my main channel. And I've got 17 followers right now. So if you see 17 or more, that's the right one. And I want to remind everyone in the chat, especially ones who have come along recently, the channel, the main channel for Raquel is pinned to the top of the chat. If you wouldn't mind right clicking on there and giving her a sub, that would be really delightful. And Troy has dropped in a ton of links for her other channels. If you wouldn't mind going over and giving a sub on those as well, or a follow on Rumble, that would be amazing. You know, together we grow. You know, Orville Nation's always saying that. Together we grow. And every little bit helps us. I've said this so many times. A sub, a follow, thumbs up, whatever, comment costs you nothing. But it is immeasurable to those of us on the receiving end of that. It helps us to grow our channels, to make things better for you. And I say this a lot too. Our streams are not for us. They are for you. And because we want to make them better, we want to improve, we want to make sure you come back because we want you to be entertained. We want you to say, hey, yeah, I got to go there. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm listening to this stream for whatever reason, you know, they're talking about this topic or whatever, you know, and I want to be there for that. We want to make sure that we are giving you the best experience that we can give you. So that sub, that like that, you know, feeding the algorithm means so much to us that we can do those things for you guys. So thank you all for those who sub to us, give us those thumbs up, drop us a comment in the chat, or after the stream is over, dropping it in the you know, below the video. For like my husband who's monetized, not yet, I'm still working on that. Giving him the super chats, super stickers, memberships. A membership I think is what, $2 on for the lowest tier for you? Is that like
I think so?
Yeah, it's like $2. That's like what, a quarter of a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Because I think somebody told me they're like $8 now. It's like, gee whiz, for a cup of coffee, it's beans and water. So yeah, $2 to support somebody. I mean, it's not a lot, you know, the grand scheme of things, but you add up all those memberships and it becomes a thing, and it does help out. Every little bit helps. So thank you all for that. I do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Here's Sashi. Flash.
Yeah, right.
Savior of the universe.
Some like I don't remember.
They're all doing Queen music now, right?
Some kind of YouTuber, like I forget who was using that as their intro, but I think they got in trouble for that. Whoops.
Together we grow like a fat lady at a buffet.
Oh,
funny.
Ouch.
No, it's like
$8.15 for a cup of coffee. Bloody hell. That's expensive for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee neither. Does Troy.
I don't drink coffee either.
And I don't go to Starbucks. I used to.
I do love their I used to go there for their donuts, but I kind of cut myself off with that.
Gosh, yeah, it's like many years ago. Troy and I used to work not that far from each other, but I would get off work before he did. So what I would do is I would take the bus to the Starbucks that was like a half a block away from his office, and I'd sit there and wait for him because there's no place in his office for me to actually sit and wait. And I would get a hot chocolate. And it got to a point that every time I was walking through the door, and they kind of knew about what time I'd arrive, they'd have that hot chocolate started for me. Until one day when I wasn't planning on stopping there because we were kind of just going to have like grab something to eat at the sandwich place next door and go home. The girl comes running out of the Starbucks as we're going back to our car after eating, going, "I got your hot chocolate." I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't getting one today." She goes, "Well, it's already made here." It's like, sorry. After that, even if I wasn't going to go in there and actually have one, I would stop and go, "I'm not getting one today," or, something so that they knew not to make it because I didn't want them to waste anything.
Right. Like we're ever inching closer to the holidays here. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to hear Mariah Carey music. Please, no, please.
I don't want pumpkin spice anything.
Yeah, right.
I tried it when it first came out many moons ago, and it's like, okay, it was okay, but it wasn't all that. But then it just kept exploding into more and more pumpkin spice things.
Well,
it's like,
yeah, I like pumpkin spice.
Oh, good night, Sassy.
And cinnamon lotion. I like putting that on like around fall time on my hands.
Darkwood Presents no longer goes to Starbucks. I do not blame y'all.
Yeah, it's like that was the only time I went to Starbucks after we changed jobs. It's like, yeah, I never went again. I think maybe once in a blue moon, I would like stop in and grab a hot chocolate, like on a really cold winter's day or something. If like I had to wait for Troy or something, I might get one. And there happened to be one in the building I was in, just because like it's cold. I want hot chocolate, and that was the only thing around. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I was in a Starbucks. It's been years.
Okay, I am dropping all 4 of the links one more time. Make sure before you guys go that you are subscribed to all 4 to our main channels on YouTube and Rumble, and the gaming channels on YouTube and Rumble.
Thank you so much. I have to get back into Gotham Knights and Hogwarts Legacy. I haven't played those games in a while, and I need to go play those games and finish them while I still can, especially with Hogwarts Legacy, because a sequel is in the works with that game.
You want to get through the first game before the next game comes out, right?
Like I need to finish that before it comes around.
Yeah.
Okay, on your gaming channel, you're now at 215 because I wasn't sub to that one. I am now. So now you're at 215 on that. I don't know how many follows you have on Rumble because I didn't look when I followed. So let me see if it tells me. So on Rachel Gaming, you got 14 now with me.
Yeah, RaquelSSG2211 Gaming.
Oh, Raquel. I said Rachel.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
And you got 24 on the other one.
Yep.
Because I
so, a little here, a little there,
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
It starts slow, but it'll pick up. It'll pick up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like
the algorithm sees you get some, and then it'll start suggesting you get some more.
Exactly. What's funny is I get suggested my own videos. I'm like, but they're mine.
And Geek Flag with Nate knows. Yes. Gotham Knights. I would give it like a C for a C plus grade. But
for Gotham Knights.
Yeah, for Gotham Knights video game. Yeah.
Okay.
Geek Flag says Giant Grocery Store had a store brand pumpkin soda that was delicious.
Pumpkin soda. Really?
I never would have thought of a pumpkin soda. Okay, that
and
sounds
DJ
interesting.
Ryan G says this was a good episode of Thursday show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I guess
Oh,
in
yeah.
the wind down,
Yeah.
what should we be looking for in the very near future on your
We
channel?
know that you're doing
The
something on
near
Thursday already because you mentioned that.
future of this Saturday or Sunday, I'll be playing either Elder Scrolls Online or GTA 5 Online. And then next that's on my gaming channel. And then next Thursday at my main one, I pretty much gonna do a watch party of the movie Speed, starring Keanu Reeves. And takes place in the 90s. Um yeah, so I'm also we're gonna do the sequel with that too. No matter how bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, and I'll have to eventually figure stuff out on my two Rumble channels. Thank you so much for following me on there, but I'm gonna get that set up as soon as I can. And thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And right after this stream, of course,
Oh, I didn't do my redirect. Wait.
well, start working on it while I get it up to. I did give it to you like last week, so it's not like you haven't known about it. But over on, of course, Deleted Scenes channel, the weekend update number for September 12th, 2024, where Deleted Scenes will, of course, be sharing with you all of the upcoming stuff that he's got coming throughout the weekend, which is, of course, a lot because he's a busy guy. And I see that Tim is already over there saying, I'm going to be asleep when the show is on. So he had to say hi then. So that is fair. But of course, if you missed the stream, you can always catch the rerun in the morning and leave a like and leave a comment. So since I'm going to be going through what we got coming up this weekend, that gives Netter time to set the auto dramatically to send you guys over when this stream ends over to Deleted Scenes.
Unfortunately, I found next week's. I didn't find this week's.
Check your chat, sweetie. I sent it to you. And that is tonight. And then tomorrow night, let me see. I'm pretty sure you guys have another stream. Yes. So tomorrow afternoon, I'm not 100% certain what time, over on Big Al Presents Films with Friends, he and Deleted Scenes will be, because tomorrow is Friday the 13th, they will be watching Friday the 13th Part 2. So for those of you that are Jason fans, that's the first Jason focused film, and this is pre-Hockey Mask. So that's on Big Al Presents Films with Friends. And then tomorrow night, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, over on my channel, 9/11 Memorial and Retrospective. Yes, I will be drinking, but I will not be as crazy as I usually am. We'll probably be a little bit more.
I'm gonna make sure I have a lucky penny with me tomorrow, so I won't be affected with bad luck.
Fair enough.
Like Derek Woods Presents said that they're a big hot chocolate drinker. There is a site called Blackout Coffee that has some really wonderful hot chocolate flavors. We've gotten like the banana flavored ones. There's like super rich chocolate ones.
There's a raspberry flavored one.
There's raspberry. They got all these great different flavors. So go check them out.
Yes, and then that brings us to Saturday, over right back here, right where we are now. Netter's Network, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, Retro Cinema. We will be watching the Timothée Chalamet Dune Part 1
with my special guest Smee.
Yep.
Hello, Human Spade.
There you go. So yes, we will have a guest. Then of course Sunday is all Deleted Scenes all the time. In a little bit, you can get over to his channel and he'll go through the whole rundown for you. But of course, at 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern, over on Age of Boomers channel. And I'll be simulcasting with him. We'll be doing Geeky Geezers, bringing you the week's geeky news, some of which you may have heard on other channels, but I think we will bring our own unique perspective. We will, of course, be starting out with an in remembrance of James Earl Jones and a few other people as well. And that is on Sunday. Monday, I just could not remember what the suggestion was. Friday or Saturday, somebody in the chat made a great suggestion for a double feature that I wanted to go with and could not find it. So I'm going to have to go with my original plan. It's going to be LA Confidential and Black Dahlia. That is Monday night starting at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Last calls Monday night at the movies. Tuesday, starting on Deleted Scenes at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern on Deleted Scenes channel. Join myself, Netter, Aged Boomer, and Deleted for a live from Sparkwood and 21. We will be bringing you, I believe it's episode 13 of The Return. And then afterwards, jump on over to my channel for the first watch party of the first episode of Blake 7. And that brings us around to next week, Netter. Who is your guest next week? As if I didn't already know.
I'm having an issue. My computer's decided that it wants to be weird.
Well, I happen to know who her next guest is.
I got it. This guy is like everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think he sleeps. I really don't. I think he's pretty much on 24/7. You all know him as Deleted Scenes. And he will be my guest, letting us know what he's been up to. He's been actually on the channel a few times.
Yep.
So we're going to touch base
Time
what
for
he's
an
been up
update.
to.
Yeah.
Probably just spent the whole time just shooting the breeze and going from there. So he's going to be on, and we're going to be having a great time with Deleted and playing catch up. And I am trying to get something. There we go. It's like trying to walk and chew gum at the same time. So at Darkwood, here is the one requested. I don't know why it's not working in the below place underneath, because usually it's like I have it linked, and so it should be working.
What
I just
link?
put it in again. A link to your channel. He said it wasn't working, so I just linked it again, and I dropped it in the chat. So anyone that's trying to sub to Troy, for him, if you do Troy Pacelli, you'll find him.
Yeah, the link. She's activated it now, so it's working.
Yes, and I also dropped it there for you. Let's see.
And I'm going to go ahead and drop all 4 of the links that I've been sharing throughout the stream in the private chat for you to add to your description when you get the opportunity.
Yeah, in fact, I could do that right now.
That is true. Nate is a 13th child, and my grandmother told me, and I this has to be true because a lot of Italian Americans have told me this. Apparently, in Italian culture, 13 is considered to be a lucky number. So you see a lot of guys, the greaseball type Italians that have all the gold chains and stuff, will have like a number 13 on a gold chain.
13 is lucky for Italians. So. But sorry, honey, there's only one of me, not 13.
Yes. Yeah. We're still working on that whole cloning.
Hi, Cronus. How you doing?
Hello, Chronos.
Hey, Cronus.
And I got to drop my hi, sweetie, in. And I got horribly distracted. Okay. Why does this not want to make a heart? There we go. Okay, so that is everything that's coming up. Raquel, any final words?
Thank you guys for being here. You know, appreciate you guys, love you guys. Can't wait to see what else happens in the future, and I hope you guys, stay here for the long haul.
Awesome. Troy?
Hmm. Peace
Last
and
words?
love. It's just the time for togetherness and stuff like that.
Yep, absolutely, exactly what she said. Guys, you guys are the ones that make all of this possible. You guys hitting that notification bell, the thumbs up, all the YouTube things, the subscriptions, the memberships, to us and to everyone in the chat. We really appreciate it, and hope to see you on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, y'all know what I was saying. Please make sure that you are sub to every member of the panel, as well as every member of the chat. And if you think you're sub, go back and double check you're still sub, because YouTube. And like I said before, it's like that sub doesn't cost you anything, but it's immeasurable to those who are on the receiving end of it. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And with that said,
Thanks
we
for having me
amongst
on.
ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat and you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company and having a great time. And you guys, you know you're not just our friends. Excuse me. I switched to a Diet Dr. Pepper, so yeah, it's like, you know what carbonation does. You know, you guys are our family, and we love you guys. We appreciate you so much. You can be anywhere, and you're here, and it's so encouraging. I love seeing you guys in each of our streams. I love the way you guys interact with one another. You're so encouraging. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our family, a part of our streams. Just being that presence. It means a lot. It may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but it really does mean a lot. So thank you for being here for that. Remember to stay here. Don't go anywhere. You will be redirected to Deleted Scenes Weekend Update. But until then, and until next time, good night and God bless. Good night, everyone.